Hello, my beautiful Sagittarians. Hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome back, welcome to my channel. Welcome to your October 2025 overview reading for the sign. Please remember this is a collective reading, not a one-to-one, so take what resonates and leave the rest. We're going to be using the Halloween Oracle for the Oracle cards as well as the Animal Oracle, and then we are going to be using the Spirit Song Tarot, one that I don't use often because the suits are different. They're acorns, feathers, shells, and crystals. Sometimes I do forget what they go with, so just bear with me as I'm doing this. I'm Lisa. This is North Star Energy Healing, and I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much for your views, for your likes, your subscribes, your shares, your comments. I appreciate each and every one of you more than you could possibly know. All right, so October, right around the corner from when I am doing this, we have a full harvest moon in Aries on the 7th. It's going to be a super moon. It's going to be really big, bright, and beautiful. Let's hope we have a cloudless sky so we can see that in all its glory. Aries is a fellow fire sign, and they are very passionate, very, my opinion, forward type sign. During the time of this full moon, the 6th, 7th, and 8th especially, you may be feeling the need to do something, get something completed, get something done, start something new. I used the example before, you may feel all of a sudden like you have to dust everything in your house or do some sort of, cleaning, and you can't hold yourself back from doing whatever this is that you feel like doing. Then we have a new Hunter's Moon in Libra on the 21st. Libra bringing in that nice calming balance, back in for the 21st. We've been feeling that Libra energy as we are, have been in and are in their beautiful sign. Libras often make everybody else happy to the detriment of their own happiness. So be careful of that during Libra season. Okay, Libra season ushers in Scorpio season on the 23rd, that dark and mysterious sign of Scorpio. And that goes right into Halloween, All Hallows Eve, Samhain on the 31st, and into the Day of the Dead, November 1st and 2nd. Many, many years ago, I was told that my time of year for renewal is October 31st, November 1st, and 2nd. I've often wondered why that is, but it was either a psychic or a medium or somebody that told me that. So I always look forward to that. Not to mention October is my favorite month. So, without further ado, let's see what cards you have. Please don't forget to give this video a like, a thumbs up, a share, or a comment. It really helps the video to get going around YouTube with their algorithms. The bigger channels with, hundreds of thousands of subscribers are the videos that typically get pushed out. So, or pushed forward, or whatever you want to say. So the first card out is not one. I don't even like holding this card. I don't like spiders. I'm trying to change that because I know that spiders are all about creativity. I don't know. It's just really hard to, I don't like bugs at all. So, except ladybugs and fireflies. But anyway, spider, community and web weaving. Okay, so spider webs can be seen as a symbol of connection, not necessarily entrapment. Good to know. There is a fine line between family or community supporting us or controlling us, right? This card asks you to use discernment between that, right? Support versus control. It also suggests that you review the way you communicate with the community, at work, or generally with others, and that you take steps to improve this. It also indicates there needs to be a balance between what you do for yourself and what you do for others. Wow, that's a big one right there, Saggies, right? If we give too much, we get out of balance and our energy is depleted. And that's really, that's a hard situation. And being in Libra season can sometimes cause us to do that, right? We overgive, we overshare, we overhelp, And so be very mindful of that, through the 23rd. The next card they gave you, not every sign got 2 cards. A few signs did, and you're one of them. Cauldron, synergy and healing. I love that, right? Love it. So when you get this card, it indicates the importance of combining a variety of techniques or elements to get the best result, right? So for me, I am a Sagittarius, by the way, if you don't know that. But for me, it's like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok now, too. I finally jumped in on that. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, right? Don't choose just a single rigid pathway when there's a variety of ways to get to your goal. You can just enjoy the experience, right? Even if the path takes a little bit longer. Sometimes we get so goal focused that we forget to have fun along the way. So that's really important, right? You can also find your own way to your goal. You can forge your new path. You don't have to do things like everybody else does, right, Saggies? You can just find the way that works for you. A new way of doing things. Maybe you are certified in Reiki, but you're drawn to doing it a little bit differently. That's okay, right? When we're healers, we're intuitive about things. And, I know I've gone to some Reiki shares, and what I feel flowing through my body, it doesn't look the same as what other people do. And I used to feel self-conscious about that. But, my guide said, look, we're giving you this energy and this, how can I say it? This flow so that you can help heal somebody. You don't have to do it like everyone else. And I felt a lot better about it, when I heard that message. But that's just an example of doing things differently. Now, there are many, many, many tarot readers on YouTube, right? No two are alike, if you've ever noticed. At least I haven't found that to be. Every reader that I watch or subscribe to has their own way of doing it. And I love it. That's what I love about this, right? Is we all have our own guides, our own intuition, our own vocabulary that we use when we're doing readings. And that makes it so interesting. That's why you can watch a variety of different readers. Now, I will tell you that the readers that I watch, my favorite one is not back yet. He's been on a hiatus for 4 or 5 months. I don't know what he's doing. Was Swimming Through the Void. I loved his way of doing readings. And another one is Minnow Pond Tarot. I like both of them. The Majestic Tarot is another one. She does weeklies. But each of them does it in a different way. And each of them said that October was going to be a big month for the sign of Sagittarius. So that's really exciting, right? I love that. I love it when the themes are kind of the same or they overlap each other when I listen to the different readers. It gets me very excited. So let's see. So far, your communication needs to change a little bit, and you need to be sure that you're not depleting yourself, right? Synergy and healing. There are many different ways and many different paths to get to your goal, but don't forget to enjoy it on the way. All right, first card out. Ooh, Ace of Shells, which would be the Ace of Cups in the tarot that I typically use. Happiness and abundance. Yeah, the Ace of Cups in the other deck is shown as a cup overflowing, right? And just look at that turtle. What, the happy look on its face. I mean, I don't know how you can tell if a turtle looks happy, but the feeling from this card is happiness. The other message about the Ace of Cups in other decks is to see things from a different perspective, right? So that goes along with the messages we've already had from the Halloween deck. Four of Cups. Soul searching and reevaluation. Soul searching and reevaluation. So in the traditional tarot, the Four of Cups is when there are 3 cups on the ground and another opportunity trying to get in that the person doesn't see, right? So again, it goes right back to the different path that you can take to reach your goal, right? Reevaluating what you're doing, reevaluating your communication. I love my guides. They're just so good. Then we have the Three of Cups. So it seems like October, you could have a lot of emotions going on. Three of Shells, I should say. This shows three beautiful, happy dolphins swimming around those shells. This is playfulness and bliss. What did Spirit give me for the words on that cauldron card, saying don't forget to enjoy the journey, right? Don't forget to enjoy the journey, Saggies. Then you have the Five of Swords. Strategy and resilience, right? Five of Swords can be, sometimes you're walking away from a conversation that you feel defeated about. But it's also conceding. Like, don't keep arguing about this. Don't keep arguing with yourself in your mind. Don't keep arguing with other people. Come up with a new strategy because you are resilient, right? Fives are change. Then you have the Seven of Pentacles. I can't believe how this reading is coming out. So the Seven of Pentacles usually depicts a woman who's looking at a tree with all the things that she's created. She has an empty basket and she's trying to decide what she wants to move forward with, what she's going to choose to work with. I love that. Sevens are reflection, right? Options and results, right? You have many options, many different paths you can choose to get to your goal, many different ways of communicating with the people around you. And then the Six of Acorns. Acorns are wands. So you have the Six of Wands here. That's success and triumph. In the regular deck, it shows somebody on horseback being celebrated, right? So Six of Acorns, it shows that beautiful stag. Look how his horns are decorated with little stars hanging from them. How beautiful is that, right? Success and triumph. So Saggies, yeah, this reading has the same energy of the readings that I watched from those other tarot readers on YouTube about the month of October. So remember, communication, you can change it, and there is a fine line between control and I forgot the other word already. Oh my God, Lisa. There is a fine line between there needs to be balance between what you do for yourself and what you do for others. Oh, there's a fine line between support and control. Sorry about that. I just couldn't let that go. I want to make sure you get the full message. Fine line between support and control, right? Choosing your own path to get to your goal. Ace of Shells, happiness and abundance, different perspective. Four of Shells, soul searching and reevaluation, seeing and recognizing the opportunities you have. Three of Shells, playfulness and bliss. Make sure that you take time to feel happy and grateful for those things that make you feel good, right? Because then the universe brings you more of that. Five of Feathers, strategy and resilience, right? Get your new strategy for communication and getting to your goal and then put it into play. Seven of Crystals, your options and what you choose will lead to the result that you want if you tune in, right, to your gut. Listen to what you should be doing. Six of Acorns, six of Wands is success and triumph. You will celebrate. Once you get it together and figure out how to get to your goal, how to see it in a different perspective, how to do it a little bit differently, you will get there. And I would love to know in the comments if this is about your job, your relationship, your friends, your coworkers. How does this resonate with you, Saggies? I would love to hear. And then from the Animal Oracle, you have 46, which is a 10. 10 is completion. It pairs down to a 1, which is new beginning. And you started this whole thing with an ace, okay? Rogue. Expand your limits and explore the unknown, my beautiful Saggies. Expand your limits, right? With communication and with how you get to your goal. Explore the unknown. a new way of doing something, a new way of doing things, a new opportunity when you get your communication, your goals, and the way that you're going to do it all in line. Choose wisely. Okay, that's what I have for you for an overview of October. I will be back with a mid-October reading for your sign, so be looking for that. Peace and kindness every single day. I love you all.